guys! I'm here to wrap up a series that I started months ago. And I am so sorry it took me so long to finish this. So many wigs, so little time. That's all I can say. So I am wearing Belle Tress Lady Latte in the color Mocha with Cream. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I started a series on Lady Latte, and you can find those videos in my video library because I am one of those wig sisters who's been really afraid of HD fibers. So this is an HD fiber or heat defiant or heat friendly. There's lots of different ways to refer to these fibers, but essentially they're the heat defiant fibers that you can take heat to. And they're different and they require more maintenance, different care. They can frizz a lot easier, and so I just really wanted to avoid them because I didn't want to take the chance and do all that work. But I was able to get this wig for a very good price. And so I thought, what the heck? What a perfect opportunity to try something new, to maybe prove my fears unfounded or confirm them, but then to share it with all my wig sisters because I really love to make these videos and help other sisters because quite frankly, there are a lot of wig sisters out there who do the same and help me. So it's kind of my way of contributing to the community. So I wore Lady Latte about 25 times, maybe 26 or 27. I actually, you guys are gonna think I'm such a dork. I actually keep track of all the wigs I wear. I keep them in my phone in a note, and then I transfer them to my wig spreadsheet. So I know how many times I've worn a wig. It's how I can keep track of when they need to be washed, because I will wear a wig sometimes, a different wig every day. Last week, I don't think I wore the same wig to work one day. I probably wore 7 or 8 wigs last week. I have so many of them and I like to change it up. So, I don't know, but I do keep track of them. And so I looked back through, and sometimes I'll forget. I'll go like 3 or 4 days because you know how it can go. You think you just did something yesterday and then you look back and it was like a week ago. So there have been days that I've missed, but for the most part, I jot down in my phone what wig I wore every day. And then I also jot down when I wash it. So I know when a wig is due. I just don't want to ruin my wigs. I take really good care of them because I spend a lot of money. So that said, I know that I wore this one 25 times. I probably wore it more than that. For a period of about 2 weeks, I wore her almost every day because I really was committed to doing this series. And then I lost interest. I'll just be honest with you. For someone who likes curly wigs, it was hard for me to wear a straight wig every day. But she is really pretty. The fibers, and if you can go back and watch my videos on her, the fibers on this wig are unbelievable. They're totally amazing. They feel so good. Even now they feel good. And I'm gonna share some things that may make you not wanna get a HD wig, but they still feel really good. And so that is huge. And so I had a lot of fun wearing her at first. So let's just get to the chase because I've already reviewed the wig. Let me just talk about how she has worn. So first of all, up here, she still feels amazing. They're soft. They're just, smooth and soft. People say that a lot about some wigs, like, oh, the hair is so soft. And I've done that, but when I feel, it still doesn't feel like human hair. This is really soft. Like, I can't even tell you how soft. It makes, like, when we say other synthetic wigs are soft, like, that's a lie, not compared to this. But she still feels really good here. I also really like the cut and the density on this. It's so attractive, and it's really, there's no permatease. It's really just flat, but it's got this swoopy body. It's such a cute bob. If you like traditional bob haircuts, maybe a little on the longer side, this is so cute. But let's just talk about the ends. And I'm really hopeful I can show this well in the video. I don't know if I can. I should have. Guys, I'm going to pause this. I normally don't do that, but I need to think about this for just a quick second. And if I put a dark contrast, maybe you can even see it a little bit there. They're really fraying. Let me see though. Hold on for a second. Okay, thanks for waiting, guys. You know, I don't edit these. Sometimes I'll splice videos together, but I don't spend a lot of time editing them. I am a mom of 4 kids. I have a full-time, more than full-time. I probably work 50 hours a week at my job. I have other responsibilities. I really like to help you guys, and this helps me. But if I spend a lot of time making these videos beautiful and editing and all of that, I would burn out. So I don't edit them. I do my best. So anyway, I just want to see. Well, the ends are just, they're fraying. You can feel it. Let me take it off and see if maybe that will help. You can totally feel it when you touch them. And then when you look at them, you can just kind of see that they're really getting this frayed appearance to them. Please focus. So, you're probably gonna have to take my word for it. What I did was I pulled out my John Renault Christie because it's a straight bob too. And she's probably been worn more because I've worn her a number of times, and I actually bought her used from somebody on eBay. I think she must just own Christie. In this color, because she always has some for sale, and they're always gently used, and they're always trimmed and cut differently. So I think she just buys Christie's and gets them in like different haircuts. And so anyway, I bought her. And so Christie, while she, you know, her ends aren't super smooth anymore, they're not fraying. I don't know how else to describe it. And they don't feel like they're fraying. But these feel rough, really, really rough. Maybe if I get out of the, I think maybe you can tell. That's not good. So, you know, the thing with Lady Latte, I mean, she's not one of the shortest Belle Tress bobs, like Cafe Chic or Bellissima, both of which I used to eye and think, oh, do I want one of those too? But she's not super long. You can see, I mean, she's not really resting on my clothes. So for her to have frayed this much, I would be very, very worried about a longer one, to be honest with you, and that all the rubbing on the clothing. That said, when she's on, I don't think you can really tell. It's no worse than a lot of women's hair that are color treated and, you know, heat damaged and maybe in need of a trim. For sure not worse than that. She still feels really good. I mean, she's not flowy. When you do this, she kind of moves as a clump. And when I first got her, she was so flowy. So that's changed. But again, how many people walk around going like this? You know, nobody's gonna notice that she's not flowy. Most women, if anything, and if you're anything like I was when I had thin hair, I caked the hairspray on, praying that it would just hold the style. Even a style like this with a teeny bit of body that I tried to like round brush into it would have a lot of hairspray in it, praying that it would hold the style. So that wasn't gonna flow either. So I'm trying to balance these expectations that we have, because at the end of the day, if you love this style, you love the colors that Belle Tress offers, you want some flexibility, you want to maybe be able to put some curl into it, don't run away from this, because while it has definitely changed, I notice it. Nobody else is going to notice it. The other thing that I'm going to do with her is I am going to take some heat to her. I've not done that before, and I'm going to try maybe to take a straightener to the ends and see, because I've heard that will make a huge difference. So I am going to do that and see how that might help, and I can come back and report back on how that goes. Because again, the more options, the better. And if you were to find a Belle Tress bob for a steal, I don't want you to think I can't do those. You know, I mean, it depends on what you expect out of your wigs. It depends on, you know, how critical you are of these things. I'm not going to get rid of her. If I want to wear a straight bob one day, I just haven't all summer wanted to, but in the winter I probably will. I would grab this one just because it is cute. But I did want to make sure I mentioned, you know, she's wearing more than Christy, for sure. But her fibers here feel way better than Christy's fibers. But again, who's walking around touching your hair except for you? So I don't know, it's that balancing act. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, not today and not tomorrow, but sometime soon, I'm going to take some heat to her ends and see how that goes. I mean, worst case scenario, I could trim her, or somebody could trim her. I probably can't do it. I'm not good with scissors, but you know, to get rid of some of that. But she still has life in her. You know, she's still definitely cute. I mean, I think she looks cute. And I noticed this, nobody else is going to. So anyway, did she wear more than a regular synthetic? Yes, absolutely. Is it a deal breaker? I don't know. I'm not getting rid of this one. I don't know if I'll get another one. But some of the shorter ones are cute. And quite frankly, I'm trying to balance the fact that I don't tend to go with straight wigs. If this were my style and I would always wear straight wigs, this isn't really a deal breaker for me if I were to wear them all the time. I just don't. And so I don't know that I would get another, but I don't know if it's just because of the heat fibers, because I love doing this. It feels so good. She does feel really, really good. And to have some flexibility would be fun. So anyway, that's it. That's my final, how did the Belle Tress Lady Latte wig wear after 25 or more wears? Overall, not terrible. She did though show a lot more wear on the ends than I would have liked. But that said, she's still cute. She's still wearable. Let's see what heat does to her and I'll give you guys an update. If you have questions, let me know. I hope this was helpful. I did want to close the loop. I didn't want to just leave it out there. And, you know, I didn't know if anybody was on the fence about a heat Defiant and was afraid. So I don't know if any of this helped you, but you can see, I like to touch her. I just love the way these fibers feel. They're so nice. They really are. So if we're gonna get just a little bit of wear, and I'll tell you what, something I started doing when I kind of noticed that was happening is I started tucking her. That may have contributed to the wear, I don't know, but I started tucking her, and these ends aren't wearing the same as the front ones, and that to me really helped. It just, for me, it kind of hid a little bit of those fraying ends. So, and I think this is cute too. So, you know, there's ways to get around it. So I wouldn't walk away from a Belle Tress straight bob if you get a good deal, for sure. So anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions.